Hi there, welcome to today's episode of For the Love of Food. My name is Brooke Haggerty and I am the Food Chick. Today we're gonna have fun with Asian chicken lettuce wrappers. And what I love so much about this recipe, I actually made a version of it last night based on leftovers that I had in my refrigerator. I had a cucumber that needed to be used. I had a red onion that I haven't used it yet, but it was in my fridge, so it needs to be used. I've got some orange and red peppers, which I always keep in my refrigerator. When I get them, I bring them home, slice them up, put them in a baggie. That way they're ready to go for me. It's easy to snack on too if I want something, but I love throwing them in a wok and stir frying them up with whatever I have in the refrigerator. I also have some beautiful cremini mushrooms that we're gonna use today. This is ground chicken. I bought it in a bulk packaging and I split it up into 1 and 2 pound packs. This is actually 2 pounds of ground chicken that we're gonna use. I've got some beautiful mixed greens. This is actually a super green combination. It's chard with baby kale and baby spinach. So it's fantastic for you, packed with nutrients. I've also got some baby iceberg lettuce. I've gone ahead and taken the core out and pulled out the inside. This was the inside, and then I've made these gorgeous little lettuce cups that we're gonna fill with our fantastic Asian chicken mix. So let me put these back here. We'll get back to those later to fill them up. This is a great recipe. Again, this is all things that I had in my refrigerator, things that I needed to use. Again, I've got the peppers, my cucumbers already cut up. Obviously, I had some last night. And my family loved this meal last night. My husband and I had it. I had it with Savoy cabbage last night. I used all the Savoy cabbage, so that's why I went ahead today and we've grabbed these mixed greens and we're gonna make it more of a salad. So I'm gonna show you how to do these Asian chicken lettuce wrappers as either a lettuce wrapper inside of these beautiful baby iceberg lettuce cups, or as a salad on top of these beautiful greens. 2 great ways to serve this awesome, awesome dish, which again is quick, easy, delicious, and nutritious. You can't beat that. So we're gonna come over to our stovetop. We're gonna turn our stovetop onto medium high. As always, I am using an induction cooktop, so sometimes my food will cook. Actually, not sometimes. My food will cook a little bit faster than on a conventional cooktop, electric range, or gas. So I'm going to put a little bit of sesame oil in there, just a tiny bit of sesame oil. Sesame oil is so strong, you don't need a ton of it. So we've got our sesame oil that's going to get warmed up in here. Again, I've got 2 pounds of ground chicken. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, ground pork. It doesn't have to be ground either if you don't want it to be. If you want to use, slices of chicken, slices of anything. Great, this is a very, very versatile recipe. You can sort of mix things up with it. So I can feel my heat a little bit over here. I'm gonna go ahead and use my wooden spoon and get my chicken down in here because we want our chicken to start cooking right away. Again, this is about 2 pounds of ground chicken. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I know I say that often, folks, but I really wish we did. We're gonna let our chicken get started here. What I'm gonna do to season our chicken today is I'm gonna use a little bit of teriyaki sauce. This is about a tablespoon of teriyaki sauce, and I'm gonna use about half of that right now, and we're gonna use a little more later on. I'm also going to use some sweet chili sauce and some chili garlic sauce. I've already got my sweet chili sauce in here. I'm going to add a little bit of the chili garlic to it. I like a lot of heat, so I mix that up in there. So I've got that nice and mixed together. I'm going to use about half of this mix again and put in here with our chicken. And then we're going to reserve that over here. We're going to use that later on. We're going to let our chicken do its thing in the wok as we mix up the flavors. Oh yeah. So we'll let the chili do its thing there. As I said, the chicken do its thing with the chili sauce over here. Again, as I said, I've got some beautiful red and orange peppers here that I have in my refrigerator. Just pull them out of the Ziploc bag. We're gonna add them to our mix. We're gonna use a beautiful red onion. I'm going to slice this down long and thin. Now you'll see in the recipe that how I'm doing this is I'm using slices of everything. Feel free if you don't want to use a slice, if you want to dice it. It's all about, you know, how you feel about the textures with it. I just think it looks pretty with the long slices. The onion, I'm going to leave the onion whole and just slice it down into beautiful round slices on there. I think I just like the way it looks, the different textures, the different shapes. I can get this one. There we go. There's our end piece coming off there. And great little trick for you. You want to leave it whole, but you still want to have a nice slice. You want to have an easy way to keep it level. Just cut the very bottom off right like that. Cut my bottom off there, and look. And I can use my bottom here. So I've got slices, and then I've got some nice beautiful round slices, and they're still round coming off. Absolutely gorgeous. That's going to be so pretty. I'm listening to my chicken over here. I'm going to give it a stir because we don't want it to stick to the bottom of our pan, but we want it to brown a little bit. You see we got a little bit of those brown chunks happening. You want to have a little bit of that because you want to have that, you want that I don't want to say burn, but you want that crispness. That's what the word I'm looking for. You want that crispness coming off from the bottom. So we'll let that continue to do its thing. I think I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit. And I'm going to finish slicing my red onion over here. This is another one of those meals that's great to make ahead, to have it for leftovers for snacks for the kids when they get home from school, or even for you when you get home from work. It's fantastic. You have these little lettuce cups ready, or the greens ready to go for a salad. Okay, so we've got our onion slices here, our nice rounds. Those are pretty. And I've got these beautiful cremini or baby portobello mushrooms. And I'm just going to slice these down. I'm going to leave them whole, leave that stem in there. I'm going to do about 5 of these in here today. I always like to keep mushrooms in the refrigerator too. I don't know about you, but I'm a big mushroom fan, and it's something that's so easy to saute up. Again, with the peppers and whatever you have in if you've got rice laying around, you know, cook some rice up. It's a great meal. Cremini mushrooms, especially the baby portobellos, and the portobello mushrooms are very meaty in texture. So if you want to have a vegan meal, but you want to feel like you're eating something a little bit more, you get that meat texture, go ahead and go with a cremini mushroom or a portobello mushroom. Okay, so we've got our onions and our mushrooms here, and they look good. We're just going to leave those right there. We're going to check on our chicken. Our chicken is doing a good job here. And see, we got that nice crust on the bottom, just like I said. We're going to flip that. We are cooked about a little bit over halfway on here. So now that we're cooked that far with our chicken, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our vegetables. I'm just going to take a big handful of my peppers and put them in here. Oh, they look good. And we're going to get those in there. So let those continue to cook for a minute. Again, we're going to add our mushrooms and our onions to this mix. See how pretty it is already. We've got these nice vibrant colors with the purple, the orange, the red. This is just a fabulous looking meal, and it smells fantastic already. Let's get all this in here. This is, I don't want to say this is a set it and forget it meal, because it's not, but it's a low maintenance kind of meal. You don't really have to do a whole lot to it. If you don't have a wok at home, feel free to use a saute pan. And this can go, you can make this a bigger batch, a smaller batch. It's really, really simple to adjust the amount of your ingredients here. So we're gonna let this do its thing in the wok. It smells wonderful. When I cook this too, this is gonna go for maybe about 5 minutes. We're gonna have some real crunch to our peppers still. And our mushrooms are still gonna have that meaty texture going to them because they're not gonna go crazy with the cooking. So here we go. Look at that. I turn my heat up to high. I'm gonna let it do its thing there. I'm gonna go ahead and slice our garnish today. We're actually gonna use our cucumber as a garnish. So we're just gonna slice these down. Some beautiful slices here, and then we're going in round slices, and then we're going to stack them on top of one another and make some nice strips or some julienne strips out of these. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, you know what I think would be really pretty, and I just thought of this. My camera guys are going to kill me. I'm going to grab my vegetable spiralizer, and I'm going to spiralize some, if I can, some cucumber slices. Look at that. How pretty is that going to be on top of our salad? Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. So we've got 2 ways to use our cucumbers now. Fantastic. I'm going to save this as a little snack for later on because I love a good cucumber. Terrific. Let's come over here and let's stir up. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Oh, look at that. Still maintaining the nice vibrant colors that we had. The red, the yellow, the purple. Yum. Now I'm gonna add my favorite lemon pepper. Just put a little lemon pepper in here. I love that little citrus that it adds to it. It just seems to brighten things up a little bit. And then my other all-time favorite, as you know, just a tad bit of truffle salt. Just to add a little bit more earthiness to the dish. Bingo. Wow, this smells so good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add in the rest of our teriyaki now. There's our teriyaki and the rest of our sweet and hot garlic chili paste. 2 here. Get that in there. Woo! I love that little heat. The little blast of heat that it gives you. Yum! We'll let those flavor marry together for another couple of minutes. Get this put away over here. And we're going to talk about the Thai basil. We're actually going to use Thai basil as a garnish. It's a little spicier than your regular basil, but it looks the same. It's got these little purple buds on it, though. That's how I always tell the difference between the two. And the leaves are not. When I look at them, I look at them as a little pointier. I don't know if maybe I'm just making things up in my own head on them. And also, you'll see that the stem is purple. It's a purple Thai basil, and basil, traditional basil, regular basil, is got the green stem. So we're just going to take some of these leaves off from here. Oh, and again, my kitchen smells so good. I wish you were here to smell it. I wish you were here. And I'm just going to slice these down. We're going to do it chiffonade style. You know, we've done this before with basil where we just roll the leaves like it's a cigar. Roll it down and slice them. Perfect. Look how beautiful that is. And it smells delicious and tastes delicious. It just got a little bit of heat to it, but not so much. A little more heat than sweet than with regular basil. Oh, but this looks wonderful. Look at this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and slide this over, and I'm gonna show us how we're gonna put this together 2 ways. We've got our wrappers here. Again, this was I'm going to use the outer leaves. And how do you use the outer leaves the best way? You pull the inside out. So you take your core out of your baby iceberg lettuce, or a big iceberg lettuce if you can't find the babies. You pop your core out, you reach in, you pull out the inside leaves. And we're gonna use, don't throw those away because you can use those, okay? You can eat with those. And then we've got here these gorgeous lettuce cups that it makes. Look at these gorgeous little cups. Now, if your cups tear, like this one tore right here, feel free to go ahead and double up on a cup. Bingo. So now we've got even extra weight to hold our mix in there, okay? The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a salad. So this again, I've taken my super greens and put my super greens on a plate here. Wonderful. And it looks like we are good to go over here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. Grab my handy dandy little tongs. Woohoo! This is going to be so good. Yum, yum, yum. Let's make the salad. No, yeah, we'll make the cups first. And then I'll go back to the cups and eat the cups. I just love these cups. So, make sure you get all of the goodness from in here. I've got my peppers, I've got chicken, I've got mushrooms. It smells amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of the cucumber. That'll give us some crunch, and a little bit of the basil there. And then look how pretty that is. Before I fill my other cups up, I'm gonna show you how to make this into a gorgeous salad. Again, just pull this up. No dressing needed because you've got all this beautiful sauce that's in here from when you've been cooking. Yum. Look at that. How pretty this is. Absolutely delicious. Smells even better. And we've got our beautiful, our cucumber noodles. Look at that dish. Wonderful. Bingo. Oh my word. 2 amazing looking dishes, 2 amazing tasting dishes in under 15 minutes. I'm gonna grab a bite of my lettuce cup. Yum. Again, my name is Brooke Haggerty. I'm the Food Chick. Thanks for joining me today on today's episode of For the Love of Food.